Good morning, everyone. Thanks for this opportunity. For me, I am happy to join this second AEVEC 2020. Okay, I would like to present about my research, vocational students' attitude and response toward experience learning in mechanical engineering. I am Stephanus Fajar Pamungkas. We are from Vocational Teacher Education, Universitas 11 Maret. Okay, the basic concept of learning activities in vocational school are usually carried by providing theories from textbook, and students provide the answer to the problem provided. Through this method, students can understand a basic theory by doing the exercises, but may fail to learn how to apply the theoretical framework in practice. So it is necessary to actively involve the student by integrating theory and practice. Experience learning might facilitate to closely associate the practical value of the learning theoretical concept. The research focus is to evaluate the learning process within the experience learning approaches for vocational engineering education. And the research question is, what are the attitude and responses of students after participating in experience learning activities? And what is the student experience after completing the experience learning activities? Research method used case study according to Hamilton 2014 with qualitative and quantitative approaches. And the research sample is 28 students in grade 10, 26 boys and 2 girls, according to the Pamungkas 2019. Research instrument. There are 3 instruments that used in this research. First is class observation. Observe what the students were doing and their activities by the teacher and observer. Questionnaire to find out how students' attitude and responses after completing the learning, according to the Japan 2011. And third is interview to explore student response to the experience learning process using student worksheet. For in the implementation, there are 4 stages. Concrete experience, for example, did you know that the cause of the car stop is force? So the teacher explained the material about force relate to the situation or phenomena in daily life. Then this condition, the learning situation, encourage students to think. Next is reflective observation. Students are asked to observe and examine the show and its explanation, then discuss about that. Next, abstract conceptualization. The activity is direct students to learn to ask and reason. Students ask a question actively and independently. Students are invited to reason as well as pick up information by gathering data to answer its question asked. And the last is active experimentation. Students try to do activities related to the force and try to communicate the result of the conceptualization of the force and the load by draw and calculate the resultant of force. This is the example. Students try to practice in this class. Student present practical results. The observation result offer 92.09% that experience learning activities are carried out very well. This is the situation during the learning process and discussion in class. And the result of student attitude and response, there are 15 item question according by Japan 2011. For example, interesting learning, the interpretation strongly agree 4.43. Learning is satisfying, strongly agree. And the total average is 4.23. For the interpretation is strongly agree about student attitude and response. For overall, the attitudes and response of students obtain positive results in experience learning activities. Positive attitude and response, 98.8% of students reinforce the opinion that experience learning activities help students in learning on the cognitive, and students like to participate in learning activities carry out is about affective aspect. On the interview result, the worksheet experience learning is very helpful in learning because there are material related to context of daily life. Learning is easier to understand and interesting. And basic of mechanical engineering learning could be applied in everyday life and encourage me, the students, to be more active in learning, also adds to students' knowledge and makes students more independent in learning and doing every task given. Conclusion, positive student response 98.8%. That means that experienced learning activities help students in learning basic of mechanical engineering for cognitive, and they like to participate in the learning activities are effectively used in learning as well as to explore the relationship between learning theory and practice. However, there are also students who respond that experienced learning activities are less challenging and too many tasks because they do not like too many tasks or assignments. So experienced learning is suitable to be applied in vocational education because students could learn more actively by directly practicing activities that are relevant to the theory being taught. Okay, and that's all my explanation about my research. Thank you very much for this time. If you have any question, please ask me question in question answer session. Thank you.